Have you ever wondered how a single battle could change the entire course of a war? That's exactly what happened at the Battle of Midway in 1942. Just 6 months after the devastating attack on Pearl Harbor, the Imperial Japanese Navy seemed unstoppable. They planned to lure the remaining U.S. aircraft carriers into a trap at Midway Atoll and destroy them, securing Japanese dominance in the Pacific. But instead, Japan suffered a catastrophic defeat, losing 4 of its best aircraft carriers. So, what went so disastrously wrong for them? One of the biggest problems was the sheer complexity of the Japanese plan. Admiral Yamamoto devised a massive operation involving multiple fleets spread out over hundreds of miles of ocean. It was a masterpiece on paper, but in reality, it was too intricate. The different groups couldn't effectively support each other, and the plan relied on perfect timing and execution, leaving no room for error or unexpected events. This complexity would come back to haunt them. Then there was the failure of reconnaissance. The Japanese sent seaplanes to scout Pearl Harbor to confirm if the American carriers were still there, a mission codenamed Operation K, but this mission was cancelled when American ships were found patrolling the intended refueling point. The Japanese sailed towards Midway, essentially blind, assuming the American carriers were far away. They had no idea the U.S. Pacific Fleet was already lying in wait, ready to spring its own trap. Crucially, the Americans had a secret weapon: intelligence. U.S. codebreakers had partially cracked the Japanese naval code, J-5. They knew Japan's target was Midway, which they referred to as AF. To confirm this, the Americans sent a fake message saying Midway was short on fresh water. Soon after, they intercepted a Japanese message stating that AF was low on water. The trap was confirmed. This intelligence advantage allowed Admiral Nimitz to position his carriers perfectly to ambush the Japanese fleet. The final, fatal mistake happened on the decks of the Japanese carriers. Their first wave of planes had attacked Midway, but the admiral in charge, Nagamo, decided a second strike was needed. He ordered the planes, which were armed with torpedoes for ships, to be rearmed with bombs for land targets. Just as this chaotic and time-consuming process was underway, Japanese scout planes finally spotted the American carriers. Panic set in. Nagamo ordered another rearmament, back to torpedoes. This left his carrier decks cluttered with bombs, fuel lines, and armed aircraft a floating tinderbox. It was at this exact moment of vulnerability that American dive bombers appeared in the sky. Within minutes, 3 Japanese carriers were engulfed in flames. A 4th was sunk later that day. The Battle of Midway was a turning point. Japan's overconfidence, its overly complex plan, poor reconnaissance, and a critical intelligence failure all combined to create a perfect storm that the U.S. Navy exploited with deadly precision. It was a devastating blow from which the Imperial Japanese Navy would never truly recover. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more dives into history's most crucial moments.